welcome to TOFFEE BLUECAST. Eliana is having a little 2-3 minute appearance. Pre-match talk just before the game. Lineups are out, so we'll talk about the lineups and we'll do score predictions. Right, on this channel, we want your score predictions at the end. But Eliana says she wants to come on and give us a score prediction and goal scorers. But do not give us yours until the end of the show. So save your score predictions and save your lineups. But Eliana, you've got yours, haven't you? So what score do you think it's going to be?
I think it's going to be 3-0 and then Beto, Decore, and then Brantford.
3-0, Beto, Decore, and Brantford to score.
Yes.
We're going to beat Arsenal 3-0.
Yes.
In this big last game of the season. How do you feel that it's last game?
A bit sad because it's last game.
Yeah, I know. But 3-0, I like that. Brantford.
I do as well.
Your favourite Beto, Decore, and Beto. We're going to get the lights on the screen. Right, say up the Toffees, and I'll let you go and do what you do.
Up the Toffees!
I'll let you go and play with your Barbies and you can. But up the Toffees, there's Eliana's score prediction, everyone. Save yours in the comment. It's a good one, that, isn't it? I'll take that.
I like that. Good score.
I will take that. So, Paul, I know you say you've got lineups along the bottom. I haven't even looked, so here we go. Right, I am literally looking at the bottom of the screen now. Who's starting for us?
Well, I can, as well as that going on, I can actually show Blues has also put it up. So, for usual formation, usual lineup, to be honest, we've got some injuries. Harrison's still out. Mikolenko's out. Danjuma's obviously finished. Gomez has finished, I think. Yeah, he's not even on the bench. So we've got JP in goal, Coleman and Young as the fullbacks with new 1-year contracts if they agree to sign them. And Taki Branthwaite ever stays in the middle. We've got James Garner and we've got on the right hand side it seems McNeil on the left, Garner, Gay, Anana in the middle. Decore just in behind DCL. Business as usual.
So, yeah, it's our normal lineup. And probably we expect... Some people probably said, Paul, change. They want a bit of change because it's last game. But I'm serious. I want to win this. I do want to finish on a high. And I do want to win this. So I don't want to change.
Well, the other thing as well is that there's money available per place. And at the moment, we're above, we're a point above Brentford. Brentford, who Brentford got today. So Brentford at home to Newcastle. So, I mean, you're talking a couple of mil per place in the league. We could do with every penny that we can get. So, getting a decent result is important for us today. Absolutely.
Yeah, like you say, 2 million is massive. That might be our whole budget. The transfer window, you never know. 2 million for a place. Plus, I'll put it on the screen now. Let's get into it. I mean, we'll still talk about their lineup. We have spoke about ours, but this is the reason. It kind of goes on to what you're saying. When you look at, I can't believe I've just written this up, Paul. It put a big smile on my face. I had to look twice. I mean, look at this. Look at our form there. Win, draw, win. We're unbeaten in our last 5. That looks like Man City playing Arsenal with that form, doesn't it? That's mad.
It's nice. It's nice to hide that. It's nice to hide the game that was before Forest, to be honest, because that was a bit of a downer. But if you ignore that, you could throw Burnley in before the 7th game ago. So yeah, it's nice to end on a high, and that's what we've done. We've done so well, and Sean deserves his manager of the month. To be honest. Definitely.
Yeah, he definitely does. I honestly think we didn't really turn it on against Luton. If we needed to beat Luton, I feel we would have, and it would have been 5 wins in a row. But we gave them a point, and they still didn't like us, even though we gave them a point. Bless them. We gave them like 4 points this season, and Luton ended up giving us all grief at the end of the season. But yeah, could have easily have been 5 wins there. We played really well, and I'm ready to take on Arsenal looking at this, Paul. I'm ready to take on Arsenal. I mean, their form, obviously, win. They're like the new Man City, they are, ain't they? They just win every game. And if you look at it, Wolves, they beat them 2-1, which you'd expect, but 5-0 against Chelsea. We, like you say, we got smashed against Chelsea, but they beat them 5-0. Spurs, I watched that. Arsenal was good against Spurs, and then Spurs come back at the end, but Arsenal battered Spurs. That scoreline doesn't justify that game, does it, Paul? What was you going to say, sorry?
No, I was just going to say credit where credit's due, to be honest. Anyone who takes Man City to the last day has done a good job. A really good job. So I actually, if we don't get the result today, and Arsenal do end up winning, I hope City balls it up, to be honest, because I'd much rather Arsenal win the league. However, if it's to the detriment of us, then no, I'd rather we won, to be honest. But
I know it's a bit of a twist because
fair play.
I say it's a bit of a twist, Paul, because some people want Everton fans want Man City to win, and some people want Arsenal to win. I don't know. I wouldn't mind Arsenal winning, and I know probably because some people have got it in for Arteta because he left us. I don't know. Some people don't want Arsenal to win. But I wouldn't mind Arsenal winning.
I just think anyone who can stop City. I've come to that point now where if it's almost anyone stopping City from winning anything is a good thing, to be honest. We're in danger of our league becoming a Bayern Munich previous to this season kind of league for the next decade, or maybe well, I don't know. I just think anyone who can stop Man City winning any trophy is going to be a good thing for us, to be fair.
This actually makes me want to cry on the channel, and I'm not even joking. This makes me want to cry a little bit. This could be the last game we see Tarkowski and Braithwaite partnership. I hope not. That on a game that I'm really excited about, that's made me feel really sad, and I don't like to mix the emotions of excited and sad because I want Braithwaite to stay. I do. I mean, Braithwaite he's been a massive part on us having a good season, us staying up easy this season and it not being stressful. And if you take him away, we could get stressed next season. I don't know what's going to happen with Braithwaite, but I get what she's saying. If the money comes in, Paul, and the money's right, I don't think we can actually freaking reject it, can we? If they actually meet the 90 or the 100 million, Man United are saying at the minute 55, which is shocking, ridiculous. The ball's not in Man United's court. The ball's in our court. Even though we need money, there's a lot of interest in Braithwaite in the ball.
Massive. But you've also got Pickford, Onana, and to a degree DCL. To be honest, we've got some assets, and it's been interesting to read who people would get rid of and what we could do to maybe keep Braithwaite. But I think at the end of the day, it's going to be up to the lad. It's going to be what he wants to do, and it doesn't matter nowadays whether you grew up in the academy and everything else. We got him from Carlisle. He's done a great job going on loan. He's been absolutely fantastic this season. Deserves to be in the England squad. Can't believe he wasn't shortlisted for young player. So he's just at this part of his journey. So it's all about whether he gives us one more year or not. And I think we're all pretty pessimistic that that'll happen. So we just love him while we can, to be fair.
Yeah, until I get told Braithwaite, until it's confirmation that Braithwaite has left, I'm just going to act like he's an Everton player and we need him. I'm sure Dyche will want to keep him as well. We don't know what it's going to be with Braithwaite, but I'm definitely going to enjoy him to the full this game. And what a better game. I was thinking this earlier on, Paul. What a better game to make a statement to get into the England squad than this Arsenal game that everyone's going to be watching, because today, the three teams at the bottom are already down. I know the Premier League won't like that we're not in the last game relegation battle thing. Sorry, Premier League.
It's been weird. But like we were just saying off camera, then it feels as though it's been ages since we've been on, but it's only been a week. But it's the fact that we've not been thinking about it every single day and stressing over the last game of the season, or second to last game of the season. It's been refreshing. In a kind of nice zen kind of way. It's just been nice.
these feel like, do you know the moment we realised we were safe? These games have felt like pre-season friendlies a little bit to me. It's felt like games that you can just relax and enjoy, and we don't, like you say, we do gain an extra position. Like, it's worth winning today. It definitely is. We want to win every game. You want to finish on a high because it puts you into next season on a good light. Because at the end of the day, if you finish the league winning 5 and drawing 1, so winning 5 and drawing 1 in your last 6 games, when you start next season, you want to get that. You want to put that into next season, don't you, Paul? You want to set off and where you finish. You know what I mean? And that's a cracking finish. That in a game where in a season, where we could have gone down, to pull the format that we pulled that off is amazing. I can't believe it. Honestly, I'm speechless on that because if you would have said to me, I'm Mr. Positive, as Emma says in the comments. She says Eliana's positive like me, but if you was to say to me, Paul, that would be our results, like 5 wins and a draw if we win today at the end of the season, I'd snap your hand off. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Everton, you've never shone so brightly. That's what I'm saying. We are shining at the minute.
We are, and like I said before, we want. I'll just share it on here now. Current league table, and that we want to do better than Brentford. That's where we are at the moment. You know, point above them. Brentford home to Newcastle. Newcastle's situation is that nailed on now? Practically, but it depends on cup wins and stuff like that, doesn't it? So I think there's 2 sides. 2 sides from. Well, you got Chelsea, who've got slightly better goal difference than Spurs. Spurs away, Sheffield United today. So Newcastle have got to win to get something. So that's good for us. So hopefully we can get something. I mean, it's our record away at Arsenal is absolutely awful. But if we did get something, that would be good. We don't want to lose and then get a draw. Otherwise, we'll drop down a place. So I know it's all
we've got
kind
to win
of
this.
small beans, but you want to end on a decent result, don't you? Want to end on a decent result.
Well, we did the relegation battle thing of the bottom 9 teams, and if we literally, there's only one that finishes above us, and that's Fulham. That's freaking. We've done well, haven't we? We've done really well to do that show and be in the mix of all the 9 teams that could go down, and to finish like only one finish above us. That shows we've done well, especially when you've got to remember we hadn't won a game in 10 at one point. If you went back 5 games ago, you'd be saying, well, I think it's 6 or 7 games ago, we was all saying we hadn't won a game in 10. So to finish so strong after not winning a game in 10 and put 4 wins on the board, I'm really happy with Everton the way we've finished. I'm not happy with the position, by the way. And Everton Football Club should not be bottom half of the table. We should be at least compete in Europa League, at least. That's where we should want to be as fans anyway. But we have to work our way up there. Because we know what has happened. Their team, Paul, what do you think of their team? What are you scared of? I was going to get an Arsenal fan on, by the way, but he's doing a live watch the Arsenal fan that I was going to get on.
All of them? I mean, if you just bear with me for a sec, I'll take it off here. I mean, they've not got any. I don't think they've got any injuries. This is their side. I'll just put it in the comments. He's done. I mean, I don't mind. I know some people, some Everton fans have sort of got it in a little bit for Arteta, but I still don't mind him, to be honest. I think he's done a very good job. I think there's some people in their side that I don't particularly like, but there's some quality players there. I think Rice is brilliant. It's annoying because he's so good. You just want him in your own side, but Havertz is a bit of a dick. But I think Martinelli is a great player. Odegaard, Trossard. I mean, I would have loved Trossard to have come to us if we sort of got him while we were actually spending money. That would have been good. Sorry, Saka's out. I apologise. So, yeah, I think they'll just have the ball. I just can't see it being a great day for us. I can see us not having the ball very much at all, and there's a massive danger of DCL just being completely isolated because they will keep the ball really well.
Yeah, last game, I know it's only against Sheffield United, but we actually passed the ball okay. It's going to be interesting to see how much we do just let them have the ball. It's massive for me that when we do get the ball, that we use it well, because like you said, we might not have a lot of it. So what you do have of the ball, we need to use well and keep it, not just give it on back and stuff like that. So I feel we can do that. Looking at that, when I watched them last game, they kept saying Martinelli wasn't getting in over Trossard, but obviously Saka's injured, so Martinelli gets in Saka's position there. I think Saka not playing is a big positive for us. I mean, he's probably their best player, if you ask me, attacking-wise. And I think that's a big plus for us. I mean, especially with he'd be down Ashley Young's side, wouldn't he? So it's definitely a plus on that.
Yeah, he would have been. He would have been. I mean, the chances are it'll be Martinelli against Coleman and Trossard against Young, which are, I mean, they're both really good. Havertz, it's kind of false nine, is it? Havertz is not your kind of out and out striker as such. And I tell you what, he won't like playing today because he's a miserable bugger, and we've wound him up every single game that we've played against him, to be honest. So I expect to see Tarkowski giving Havertz one or two little kicks, and Havertz sort of throwing his arms around, complaining.
I wish we had Yerry Mina. Yeah, someone needs to take Yerry Mina's what Yerry Mina used to do to Havertz. Someone needs to do that. I'm sure Tarkowski or Braithwaite will.
Pickford will have a go. Pickford will be good at that. Pickford will be good at that, I think. You know.
Do you know where you get like flashbacks? I've got flashbacks of Trossard normally being quite good against us when he played for Brighton.
Well, he scored.
He's a little bugger.
Yeah, well, he scored. He scored the winner, didn't he? I think it was the winner when they played at our place earlier on in the season. We'd stopped them for ages. I think we just changed formation, or we just changed Beto coming on for DCL or something, and Trossard had the ball on our right hand side, just got half a yard, shot from outside the area, went in past Pickford. So he's a decent player. They're all decent players. If we can keep the ball at all, we've done well. If anything, I think when we played Sheffield United and we kept the ball decent, I think that's the kind of game in reverse that we'll have today, to be honest.
Paul Caswell, looking at the comments, I agree with you there. Paul Caswell says, nice seeing us relaxed. The Blues goes on to say, the Blues likes onto what I said I said about us trying to pass against us being good against Sheffield United. He says no chance Arsenal will give us that time and space on the ball that Sheffield United did. Yeah. They're going to press us like dogs. And my partner said the same, Chloe. She said Arsenal, like, they are going to go for it. They are really going to go for it today. And I don't mind that, you know. I like a team to come at us because I think that suits us, Paul. I think when the pressure's on them and they'll come at us and we excel in defending, they'll probably overcommit and we might get a couple of counters and stuff like that. Pressure's on them. They have a game today where they've got loads at stake. Like if Man City win, they can't do nothing. But just in case Man City do mess up, Arsenal need to beat us. So the pressure's on them. So it's going to be nice for us to be like having a game where we're seeing a team under massive pressure. We can just relax and play football and be confident and do what we need to do. I am really confident for this game, you know. And after beating the Shy, you know, you remember beating the Shy. Like, I've got this thing still here. Yeah. I've got this thing still here. Like, I seen Jamie Carragher.
Yeah, I saw that.
Jamie Carragher, like, he tweeted them beating us in a derby. He goes, I remember this. One of Klopp's things, like he beat us in the derby. But I don't know if you actually remember Carragher. Like, you lost the league at Goodison Park. So Jamie Carragher, like, seriously, I don't know why you're going far back to a derby where you actually won. Why didn't you go to the last derby, Jamie Carragher, and show that on Klopp? You know what I mean? Why didn't you give Klopp a send-off saying you lost the league at Goodison Park? Oh, I love it. But yeah, I think we beat them in the derby, Paul, and that makes you confident for being able to beat Arsenal.
Why not?
It does me anyway. It does me.
I think it'll help us if City get ahead early doors. Arsenal hear about it, their heads may well just go. To be fair, I'm not saying that means that we're going to run all over them, but it might just knock a little bit of enthusiasm out of them. That's all, and it might just slow the game right down. Which is, to be honest, that is what we need. We don't particularly. I don't feel as though we particularly want it high paced and everything else. I don't think our older lads in fullback positions are gonna be massively happy about that. We haven't got a massive amount of pace. The lads at the back for Arsenal are actually not slow at all. So
Don't worry, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah, anything to slow them down today will be a bonus for us.
Well, do you know what you know? And I don't know what you know. I am confident this game, and a lot of the Blues isn't going to like this. I generally believe that we're gonna do well. We're gonna give our score predictions in a second. And I'm struggling to keep my mouth shut because that's all I'm thinking about is score predictions now. But I'm really confident on this. I don't think we're as bad now as some people think, and I think that Harrison could have a good game against Arsenal. I'm seeing him. He could have a good game. Calvert-Lewin could have a good game. Decore has already tweeted before the game. I don't know whether he's done it on the training pitch or something like that. Decore's already tweeted saying he's ready for this last game. Let's do this. He just loves playing for Everton at the minute, doesn't he, Paul Decore? He tweets all the time now. He's happy. And I think our players... There's going to be a surprise because we've got some players that love a big game. Onana will love a big game. Garner can step up in a big game. Branthwaite, like I've already mentioned, loves a big game. Tarkowski loves a big game. Ashley Young, whether you like him or not, he hasn't been that bad towards the end of the season. And Ashley Young's going to love this game. Coleman, he'll want to finish on a high. I am ready for this. This is massive. It is a big one. Shall we? Well,
I was just going to say, you're also talking about the two sides who have got great records in terms of set pieces, scoring from set pieces. Two of the best defenses in the league. You know, they've just got something else to play for, and that might be the deciding factor in the end, possibly.
You're the stat. Paul's the stat man. You're the stat man, right? We've got, I don't know the stat, but we've got a really bad record, Arsenal away, haven't we? Like, I'm sure I heard someone say, like,
it is. Yeah, it is. It's not great. I mean, we beat them in lockdown away, didn't we? Richarlison scored. It went Leno.
Don't count though. That don't count.
Well,
anyway.
You know, but
because
I mean,
that's when they won the league, so that don't count.
Another way of looking at it positively from our point of view is that Arsenal actually haven't done a double over us since, I think, when was it? 16, 17, 17, 18 season. Because we've always done something half decent at home. So, you know, we kind of got that to kind of positive hold on to if we possibly can. You know, anything like that would help.
So we've already had our bad results. So Paul's basically saying, he's twisted this, which I like. He's basically saying we've had the loss, so now let's get on and smash it. Like Dyche did. I know it wasn't at Arsenal, but Dyche's first game against Arsenal as well, he beat them 1-0. Tarkowski that stays in my head as well. That was a good game, and that was a strong Arsenal team then. By the way, there was a strong team then. In the comments, get involved now because we are going to do score predictions. We only have 27 minutes until kickoff. Oh, and it's the last game, man. I'm sad now, actually. I mean, we've done this channel all season this season. Like you say, finishing with no stress. But I will miss it. I will miss it, especially because a lot of players might leave and stuff like that. I did a short. Some of you would have seen it. We don't go live on all the latest news stuff now. Me and Paul said it's good to just do it as a Toffee BLUECAST short. So always keep your eyes on the shorts, and we'll drop the latest news as a short. And before we do our score predictions, I'd put it on a short, so you've probably seen it. It did get a lot of viewings. Andre Gomez has gone. Sad, that, isn't it, Paul? What do you think on that?
It's right.
He had to go, but I love him.
It's right. Well, it is. It is. I mean, the thing is, if you take out the short amount of time where he came back, scored a free kick, had really good hair and everything else.
That's what I'm going to miss.
As a whole package, it's not been a great showing for us, to be fair. And I understand the injury. That's why me and Erin as well really don't like Son. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
He could have been really good for us. He certainly came and has still got, up to the point that he goes, the biggest wage, I think, in the club. So
90,000, I think, yeah.
No, 120.
Is it? Well, 90, I was stressed on that, so 120.
So there,
Gomez. I love you.
Yeah.
You've got a good haircut, but it's not 120 grand haircut, Gomez, and you are an handsome man. But you're just going to have to go and star in the new James Bond or something like that to earn your wages, because we can't pay 120.
So, there's positives there in terms that it's a massive wage that generally we wouldn't be throwing around now. So that, we could use that in certain ways, but I just think it was right not to renew that one. And there's lots of people who are saying, why are we giving Young another contract? But
we'll give a couple of sentences on it. Yeah, that's what I say. We'll give a couple of sentences on it, but that's it. Yeah,
it's about who's going to be fit. Who can we have in the squad? And Gomez just isn't fit enough, long enough. To be honest, you just can't presume he will be now. So,
no, I agree with you. We've got to think future, and for your future, we're a business, and we've got to be run properly. We've got to get everything right, because our budget is going to probably not be that good. So everything matters. You know what I mean? And I don't know, is he leaving or is he retiring, Paul? I'd probably say he's leaving. I don't think he's finished yet. Not with the way he played this season. I think he's still got a bit of football in him.
Yeah, I don't think he's finished. I think it'd be a case of him. I think it'd probably be a case of him thinking where he wants to end up living when he retires, when he finishes off. To be fair, and who can give him a deal? Might go back to Portugal. Might find a French club. Would he play in the Premiership?
Emoji team.
I know. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
be tested.
Could be a whole new, absolutely, a whole new one, a whole new emoji team.
Get your emojis and get moving. You've got loads of new players coming. Right, here we go then. So, so we will talk about transfers. We'll probably have more on it. Ashley Young, like you say, I just offer him another contract because we're not going to be able to pay someone to come to us. But yeah, on that, I'm just going
to say, Gomez is only 30.
Is he? Yeah. Yeah, he ain't that old. It's just the injury, and it feels like we've had him a long time because we had him younger, but that's the reason, because we got him when he was young, didn't we? So he's been around a long time.
Yeah.
I saw a fan asking what point on Young is, asking why is Dobbin playing. Just on Young, then, we will touch on it because we want to literally finish and go watch this game and with the score predictions now and get you involved in the comments. But for Ashley Young, for me, any player that can play, I know he started the season bad and he had frustrated with the yellow cards, but I think he switched on towards the end and he's shown what he can add. And I think a player that could play left back, left wing, right wing as a squad player, he's a good squad player. Like Tom Davis, for me, was a bad squad player because he made you weaker. But Ashley Young, you can put him in the squad and not be weaker sometimes, as he's shown the last couple of games. So for me, it makes sense because we're not going to have a big squad. We're not going to be able. You've got to think, like I say, as a business. You've got to think as a business. And Farewell will know that he's not going to be able to get loads of players in, that we're going to have a thin squad again next season. And you need an Ashley Young player, don't you, Paul? Are you with Ashley Young staying or not?
Do I think Ashley Young is our weakest player? One of them, definitely.
That sounds bad.
But when Mikalenko was out injured, when we were short because Godfrey was out and Coleman were out injured, you need and Patterson was doing, I have no idea. You need players who are on the bench to step in. literally, who would you have played? Who would you have played left back? No Godfrey and no Mikalenko. McNeil would have
No,
to. But
it'd be McNeil, yeah.
then you'd lose stuff from your left hand side going forward, wouldn't you? So you literally do need bodies, and that's going to be the situation that we're in. We do need bodies, and Young can play three-ish positions. So
Yeah,
makes sense.
focused on probably moving on Michael Keane, probably, or something like that, because I think you look at if you look this season, something that you've used and got something out of you, that's valuable to you. But looking at Michael Keane that you haven't been using and you've been paying the wages, then you think maybe I could move him on because I haven't used him that much. You know what I mean? That's the way you've got to look now. You've got to see what is valuable to you. And I think Ashley Young, like it or not, we have used him. And he has helped us a few times and been valuable. So maybe he could be valuable to us next season. And that's the reason for keeping him. Mope, don't even want to talk about it. This different Paul. I know what Paul thinks of Mope anyway. Because I've been on the channel with him while Mope played for us. I don't really. We'll see. Holgate as well. Holgate coming back. We'll see. We will have loads of transfer bloody stuff coming up on the channel. I mean, we say break now, and we won't be on the channel for a long time, but we will because we can see you in the comments already talking about transfers. Right, so here we go. Let's drop a bit of music because we are getting ready for this game. Score predictions, everybody. Get your score predictions and your goal scorers in the comments. Bit of music to build this game. Come on, Everton. To be Arsenal.
Oh,
so excited for this game. So excited for this game. We want your score predictions. You can get your score predictions in the comments. And by the way, if you haven't hit that like and subscribe, please tell me why in the comments because we need you to do so. Hit the like on the stream. Let's come off this with loads of likes. And we're going live straight after the game to give instant match reaction. So you'll get us again straight after the game. But hit the likes. Hit the subscribe. I think we're like only 9 away from 800, Paul, which is quite good.
Yeah, I tell you what, this the last couple of weeks, there's been lots of people who've joined us. So welcome, thank you.
Yeah, and we love you, and we do try and look for you in the comments, and we do get you involved. We're not a channel that just literally goes live and ignores the subscribers. We are a channel that brings Everton fans together. So we're always looking that we're doing that. And we like to see loads of new ones in the comments. So if you haven't hit that subscribe, do so. Right. Here we go then, Paul. Here we go. I don't know what you're going to say today. I really don't. Normally I can read you. I can't read you. I feel like I need that music for you today because you could be saying loss, you could be saying draw, you could be saying Everton win. I don't know. Here we go. Paul score prediction, people. Here we go.
Heart one. Heart prediction.
Oh, he's got 2. He's got 2.
2-2.
2-2.
Yeah. Head prediction. 5-0 loss.
5-0.
Yeah. Yeah. And I tell you why is I
always said you've got a good heart and a shit head.
Yes, yeah. I've often been told. The thing is, it often comes to the end of the season where the team who needs to get something to put pressure on another team, they tend to do their job. But the team who are already there tend to do it as well. So I can remember down the seasons, there's been teams who've done their job by winning 5, 6, whatever, but the other side have just done it, and they couldn't have done any more to change it. We did it once. I remember we did it once when it was we played Southampton at home, and we had to beat them and hope that I think it was Chelsea did something against Liverpool, but they didn't. But we won 6-1. We battered Southampton 6-1. So we often do we've done it before where we've been in second place and done our job, but we just couldn't, get the win. And so I think Arsenal probably have that kind of situation today. I mean, I'll show you.
I'm taking you 2-2. Who's your goal scorers in your 2-2? Because that's the only thing I've just heard you say. I didn't hear you say 5-0. Right. I'm going with your heart.
My goal
Listen to
scorers
your heart.
My goal scorers in the 2-2. Branthwaite header first. That'll get us 1-0, shock 1-0 lead. Then they'll grind away at us 2-1 up, and then DCL header off a corner last minute. Just one City have conceded a goal.
I'll take you 2-2. I will take you 2-2. And I'm looking at people's coming in. And I think I'm going to be on my Tods. I mean, I know Eliana said at the start 3-0. But do you know what? I'm telling you straight. Right. Well, I'm telling you straight now. Yeah. We're winning. We're winning today. We're winning. And I'm going to look stupid if we don't, because I'm telling you straightforward now. We're winning. I honestly do believe we can win this 2-0. That is my score prediction. I'm not going mad. By the way. I'm not going to go say 4-1. I'm not going to be stupid, but I think we can win it 2-0. I think that we can get the goal and frustrate them, Paul. I mean, they'll be trying to beat us and we get the goal and it rattles them because then they think they've got to get 2. And I think later on we'll catch them out when they go for it even more because they've got to get 2 goals then. That's what can happen. They'll overexpose and we can catch them out. Won't be a game where we smash them. This Arsenal team is for me, they're amazing. They're on par with Man City. They are. I love the players. Like you say, Declan Rice is sensational. The players they've got are amazing. But do I think that we're a team that could ruffle their feathers with set pieces and good defending? And do you know what I mean? I think we Arsenal will look at us now and they won't be happy they're playing us this game because they'll find us hard. Where they'll want to pass Paul and do all what they want, everything they want to do, Arsenal, we're a team that will try and stop them doing that, and they won't like that. You know what I mean? We'll be in the face, get in the space, break it down, good defending, sit behind the ball, let them have the ball in positions where they don't hurt us, and we'll attack them and jump on them when they do get in positions where they can hurt us. So I'm ready for this. 2-0. My goal scorers are... Branthwaite's just got to be on the list just because he's the GOAT and everyone's loving Branthwaite at the minute, isn't it? Branthwaite lovers in the air. I would have said Miko after last night because of Usyk making me smile more than I've ever smiled in my life. I wish Miko was playing. I wish Miko was playing today. I really, really do. I've never wished that I want to see his face so much. But no, I'm going to go Branthwaite and... Can we get James Garner doing the lawnmower or what? Is he going to get... It's the last game.
Let's hope so. Jesus.
Yeah, go on.
Ryan's got a lot to answer for.
Yeah, exactly. Well, still Ryan scored at the ground yesterday in the game, the friendly. Yeah, so still Ryan can score. Maybe he's broke the curse and finally James Garner can score. Maybe it took still Ryan scoring at Goodison to break James Garner's curse and he's going to score. And he probably won't do the lawnmower anyway because he's probably had enough of not scoring for so long. But yeah, James Garner and Branthwaite, they're random goal scorers, but I'm going to go with them 2-0. I don't care who scores as long as we win. We just got to win this. Right, Paul, let's get these predictions on and let's get to this game, mate, because we have got only not long till kickoff. So let's get them on.
Not long at all. So we had Goodison Gang was saying 1-0, although they were hoping for a 9-1.
I like the 9-1.
Blues is the Blues. That's why they call him the Blues.
I guess that's why they call him the Blues.
Martinelli, Rice, Havertz and Odegaard for a 4-0. He did say that City will be doing their game before half-time and then they go and take it out on us, which is a bit mean, but I can understand and see it happening, to be fair. Guys, like my heart prediction, where it's 2-2. So they just give up and Dom scores and then Dom gets a penalty as well. Be nice to see Dom finish on a little run there, so that's good. Cass thinks 1-1. Trossard for them. And like you say,
as well.
Does score quite often against us, Trossard. But Tarky, you can see 1 or 2 tough tackles from Tarky today, can't you?
Yeah, he'll be
definitely going through some of them. Definitely going through some of them. So, you know, if we're being realistic, then maybe we're not going for wins as such. But if we're being optimistic,
I can't wait.
then
You know
you
what
never
though?
know.
If we finish on a win now, right? Arsenal are the second best team in the Premier League, and they're going to give everything they've got today. And if they can't beat us, we are better than Arsenal, and we're second in the Premier League in my eyes. That's where we are. If we beat Arsenal though in a game where they give everything, that's really good for us next season because it makes me think.
Oh yeah,
I know our situation really. I know we'll probably next season we'll be mid-table again if we're lucky, right? Or push for sixth for something next season. We've got a long way to go, basically. But if we can beat a team like Arsenal in a game where they need to win today, it says to me that we can have a good cup run next season because we can beat a big team in a big game. So that's what I'm using this for, to tell me how can we do in a cup run next season. Because if we can beat Arsenal in this game, there's no saying we can't have a good cup run next season. And we're going to beat Arsenal, Paul. We're going to do it.
True. And also, I'm getting sick of us being the team that is where the league gets won as well. Seems to have happened loads over the last 20, 30 years. Do you know what I mean? It's happened away at Arsenal at least once. It's happened at Leicester. Had United winning it at our place and getting the trophy there. So, yeah, that'll be another oh, God. It's just the clips that they'll show if Arsenal win, blah, 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 blah. You know,
yeah,
you don't want
that. I do like Arsenal, and I would like Arteta to do that as a manager because I think he deserves it. But at the end of the day, I like Everton a lot more, and I just like you say, I don't want to finish with Arsenal winning the league against us, rubbed in our face, a team winning the league, and us nowhere near winning the league. So let's just freaking beat Arsenal and let Man City do the normal thing this season. Then we'll win the league next season.
Why not? Leicester did it. Leicester did it,
so we can do it. I'm confident we'll have a good season next season. But here we go, people. We're going to drop the banner now. We're going to let you get off to the game. We've got 9 minutes until kickoff. Don't know what's going to happen, do you? I mean, I was excited for that fight last night. You didn't know what was going to happen. In this game, I feel the same. Like two giants of a club, two giant teams with unbeaten form. There's got to be a loss, hasn't there? Or could be a draw, but there's got to be someone's going to lose their O, as they say, probably. Let's do this. See you later, everyone. I'm going to drop the banner now. Up the TOFFEEs. We'll be straight back on after the game. See you later.
I never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do.
Get on the streets, we're celebrating. I really do.
Hear me